Yo, 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 it's your boy Casual Real with the Silent A podcast. And man, we back with another one and a quick one at that. Yo, hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe, man. If you got enough time in your day, we appreciate that. Subscribe, man. We're going quick, we're going fast for a small channel. And for this one, we getting straight into it. We talking about the likes of getting egged, getting glassed, getting chinning, getting slapped up, mushed up, getting little manned in the ring. Yeah, we're talking about the likes of Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr., meaning Chris Eubank Jr. slapped the likes of Conor Benn with an egg in their press conference, their first press conference for their grudge match or whatever you want to call this damn thing, this fight, this legacy fight that's coming over in the UK. But let's get to the crux of the issue. Let's talk about it. I know they got another press conference coming up here shortly, but why do we care? Do we even care about this fight? Are we interested in this fight? Do we really want to see this thing go down? Here on the Silent A podcast, man, I have no choice but to say yes. Hell yeah, we're interested now. Not just because of the egg slapping. I mean, well, yeah, because the egg slapping brought us back in. It got us honed in. It got us brought back up. It brought some excitement back to it. And it sounds so simplistic, so barbaric. But, violence, that's what we like here. And, in the sport of boxing, that's what we like to see. Two men challenge themselves, or two women challenge themselves in women boxing, and bring that aggression. I want to see, it's a gentleman's sport at the same time. You don't want to see respect, but on the other side of my neck, I also want to see some violence. I want to see some aggression. I want to see some competition. And now with that, hell, Chris Eubank Jr.'s got me back in it. Because at first I wasn't too thrilled to see it. I think it's still a mismatch between two, way different weight classes, two different talents. It's not the likes of Terrence Crawford taking on the likes of Canelo. Yeah, that's, two weight classes jumping up for the likes of Terrence Bud Crawford. But that's a pound for pound great who's been challenged, has the resume, jumping up to challenge himself. I can get down with that, even though we can kind of see it as a mismatch as well. But Chris Eubank Jr., I'm sorry, not Chris Eubank. Conor Benn, in my case, hasn't had the resume yet, hasn't had the time to display. He can jump up that kind of weight class. His physique, the physics themselves doesn't match up. I mean, he's shorter reach, lighter, you name it, everything, lighten the weight. I mean, everything's at a disadvantage for him. I mean, obviously they can weigh in the same night, the same weight, but he's never been up there. He's not much of a puncher anymore, especially with the, whatever happened to him. Steroids, no steroids, you name it. He ain't cracking like he was a couple years ago and looking like he was when he first started. But I'm still interested because now I want to see if Chris Eubank Jr. can live up to his persona. Can he bring the violence? Can he little man the littler man? Can he stop the smaller fighter? Can he dog him out? Can he bring it out of himself to really make him understand you should have never came up to this weight division? That's what I'm interested in. I got Chris Eubank Jr. winning this fight. I got him winning it by straight violence, straight pressure, and a good fight and a good night of boxing. Because one thing I will say about Conor Benn, he can scrap, he can box, but he's got the heart of a lion, heart of a champion, and he will not back down. He will go out on his shield. I think he gets stopped, but I think it's going to be a hell of a night of boxing. I think it's going to be great now. I think we're going to bring it up. I think there's some excitement. Yes, I still think it's a mismatch, but I think it's going to be entertaining while it lasts. Hell, and I could be wrong about all of this, and Conor Benn proves me wrong. Hell, prove me wrong. I like to see a good underdog story. I love to see a good underdog story, and you come up and prove me wrong. But in this case, it's a tall task to answer. And Chris Eubank Jr. has just been there for the longest, 160 pounds, really could be at 168. And it's tough. But shout out to that man. Shout out to Chris Eubank Jr. for getting us back into this and smacking him up, putting him in his place. Hey, welcome to the big boy leagues. Welcome to boxing. More importantly, that's payback for messing up the first fight with everything that happened. Whether he was cleared or not, there was a lot going on with that. Still up in the air if he's a drug cheat or not. Either way, I understood Chris Eubank Jr. I understood why he was frustrated. He's been waiting on this fight. He's waiting to get it over with. It's time to get this shit done. It's time to get it over with. It's time to close this chapter. Let's knock this out. Let's get this legacy fight done between the two sons. And let's move on to bigger issues, bigger fights. Again, I think it'll be a great night of boxing. It's going to be on the zone. It's going to be a good one over in the UK. Shout out to those men for still, at least, I shout out to any man stepping in that ring and making it happen for the entertainment of sport, entertainment of boxing. Again, man, we talk a little bit too long on this, but are you interested? Hit that comment section. Let us know what you think. More importantly, man, hit that like button. Let us grow. And as always, if you got the time, man, hit that subscribe. We appreciate the love, man. It's your boy, Casual Real with the Sunday Podcast. Till the next time, peace.